Hello, welcome to my channel, Lady D Psychic. This will be my weekly video that I do every week on the transits that are coming up, and I do a card reading, and I also do a channel as well for the week from my guides. So with this week with the planets, what we have, we don't have a lot of we've got aspects. When I say the aspects, more the when they're at the exact angle. So what we've got coming up this week, or it's the biggest day will be on the 10th of June, where we will have Jupiter conjunct Venus. So this energy that can happen, you might feel it before the 10th or even a few days after the 10th. So what you're looking for with this transit, it is a planet, I call it Jupiter, the planet of luck, and it is going to go in line with Venus, which rules relationships as well as finances, money. So you may find it could be financial opportunities coming in for you over the next days. You might even find money on the ground. It can be something very slight, but it can be something that's very significant and big as well. I always say it's whatever the planets have in store for you. But just be aware that there's opportunities coming up. When we're looking at relationships, not only is it just romantic, it's also every relationship that you have, like with friends, with family, work relationship, work colleagues. So this could be creating something positive, like you're going out, someone's reaching out and talking to you, haven't heard from a while. It could be anything. Like I said, always the planets, whatever they have in store for you is what will happen. So it will happen, something will happen this week, but at the same time on that day we're going to also have the exact square with Mercury and Saturn. So Mercury and Saturn, when it's in a square, we say the energies work against each other, not with each other, as Mercury being in Cancer, and Mercury ruling how we think and how we speak. In Cancer, it wants to feel safe, wants to feel nourished, wants to feel healed. And when it's going to be colliding or squaring with Saturn, it's in Aries, which is all about power, strength, stubbornness, a little bit, war energy. So I see this aspect as sort of digging yourself in a hole here, where you're talking and there's a problem that's coming up, or maybe you've said the wrong thing and you're trying to make it better, but it's sort of like you're digging yourself in a hole. So you're making it worse rather than making it better. And I feel like it's creating opportunities where it might feel sticky, uncomfortable, where it's like you just want, you don't want to be triggered. You just want people to sort of leave you alone or go away. There's a hidden aspect here with Mercury in Cancer, because with Cancer we hide our emotions. So it could be bringing up things that you really don't want to talk about. That's going to create sticky situations. That's going to create a feeling of feeling uncomfortable, but it's like it's there. It's going to happen. I always say with these transits, just sort of see what happens. And it could be that you might just, can't get out the right words out. It could be that, you're not thinking very positively. It could be that you're overthinking things too. So just always wait and see what happens. But we do have that positive aspect, which probably, will be something positive that comes up around that. For me, it is Wednesday for me. So if you're in Australia, it's on Wednesday. Over in America, it will be could be on the Tuesday that you feel that information, that energy. So we've also got coming up this week, because that's where the exact aspects are. By the end of the week, we're going to start to have a sextile between Mercury and Mars. That's going to be, so tries and sextiles are positives, the squares are the negatives. So with Mercury going to be in sextile to Mars, it's giving you that confidence. It's picking up very more positive thoughts. It's really helping you to see through a layer where people have, I feel like, a fogginess, or people who been trying to spin you lies, or there's manipulation here. I feel like you're able to sort of see that, but you've got this confidence to speak up, to say what you truly feel. It even could be a sense of a healing. We have Mars that's in Taurus, so it could be you, talking about or bringing up things where you feel comfortable, or what you value, and about morals perhaps too, and your stability, and what makes you feel safe and secure. And you're speaking up and letting people know that's what you want, and you're actually acting on that too, because Mars is about acting on things. It's your motivation. If it was a square, it'd be more anger and frustration, but because it's a sextile, it's your it's a positive. You're working on that. It Because Mars is also in Taurus, it does also rule money. There could be a sense of you trying to bring stability in your income, your finances, and thinking and strategizing on how to do that for yourself too. We're also going to have by the end of the week, we're just going to start having that sextile with Venus and Uranus. So that is going to be something unexpected with relationships and finances. Again, because it's a sextile, it will be more of a positive than a negative. It will be bring to light, I feel like, something that you just didn't expect. And I do feel like it's a golden opportunity that's going to come in for you, but you're not going to see it coming. With Uranus, you don't know what's going to happen. It's unexpected, it's unusual. So that's also going to be coming up this week. Towards by the end of the week, I think we'll get to more of the sextile of that probably more next week. Because this month, there is things that are going to happen this month later in the month. On the 20th, we're going to have Chiron moving into Taurus, which I'll get more about that when we get closer to that date. And also by the end of the month, we're going to have Jupiter changing signs altogether, going from Cancer to Leo, which I'll go more into that when we get closer to the end of the month because we just started June. Well, we also got coming up too by the end of the week, we're going to start having again Venus, Jupiter, Uranus. Oh, sorry, more Venus and Jupiter in tri to Neptune and Uranus in sextile to Neptune. With that, I feel like you are definitely going to see through the layers of crap. Also going to feel like see the reality in the picture that you dream of coming into fruition for you. I feel like it's about you sort of gathering up your life and gathering up your things and really taking note and be able to have that push forward to where you're going to go. It also, you could be more intuitive too, with that aspect. What I've got from my notes that are coming up this week is all about this week is all about fun. It's about looking for new opportunities, and it's about where you least expect them as well. Trust your intuition is going to be big this week, and I feel like it's about being patient and see what unfolds. I feel like there's going to be like work or partnership things coming up around you as well this week too. Um, so there's going to be a lot of different things. Let's go to the cards and see what the cards say for the week ahead, and then I will do my channel. Let's see what cards I'm going to be doing this week. Okay, so with the cards, I do feel like there's a partnership opportunity here or contracts to be signed. We are gearing up also at the end of the month. We're going to have Mercury retrograde in the sign of Cancer that probably will affect housing. And family issues coming up too. But anyway, with this week, what I'm getting with the cards, there's a thing here about contracts, and I do feel like it's going to be in line with certain partnerships coming up here. I feel like it could be dissolving in partnerships for people who it's like a means to an end. I also feel like there could be a sense of a brand new adventure on the horizon too. But I do feel like things are going to start moving quite fast and sharply, and it's like you've got to quite fast outthink people, outsmart people. I feel like you need to be on guard. You need to, it's like, be one step ahead of people as well. It's like you're slowly been changing over time, but this week you're coming out, and it's like at the same time this week it's like you have to try and calm people down, like calm their nerves down. And it's like your perception of the reality that you're in is going to be, everyone's perception is different, and it's like you're going to meet some crazy people this week, or people who their reality is just a bit much. It's just a bit much. It's like I was talking to someone this morning who basically wanted everything given to them, which doesn't work that way. You're heading into, it's like we're heading into a, it's a new way of being, new way of living, but it's like there's going to be shocks to the system, and I feel like it's going to be coming up very fast this month with the planets, with the energies. I do feel like things are going to start moving quite faster, especially when we get into July, um, and the planets sort of move. I do feel like you're going to be juggling up finances, at money, um, but you're evaluating contracts though, and I do feel like that you're going to move fast. This is about unwinding or letting go, or being able to move away from something that's causing you harm, or not harm, but it's a danger, but a lot of stress. And I feel like insecurity is coming up too. And I feel like that you're having to really let go of certain people or certain things. It could be around property, it could be around housing, it could be around people or friends that you have. because there's cards here that are indicating you're moving in a different direction, but it's going to happen quite fast, and you're quite excited about it as well. You're on a new passageway. You might feel a bit feisty too, but also could be having to like advocate for people as well. And there's a sense here of not looking back, but only moving forward. But the way you deal with people in certain situations, you're going to be very creative and think outside the box and do what people don't expect you to do as well. And just live your own life the way that you want to be. But you're coming out of darkness, or you're coming out of a situation where it's been torture or been really like not the best. That's what I feel like. There's like a band-aid here that's coming up on certain problems around you this week. And I do feel like it's a sense of I would say unity, people coming together, but also being quite supportive as well. But there is a push though too. It's going to be interesting how things sort of plan out and pan out, I feel. But everyone's looking at one goal that I really feel like there's something about speaking up this week too. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's do a channel for the week ahead, and we'll go from there. So let's have a look here. This week's going to move very fast. For 1 minute you're here, next minute you're there. And that is going to create instances and circumstances where you may feel unsafe or worried, but then at the end of the day, you'll feel more secure. For this week will be a roller coaster ride for you all. For there'll be highs and many lows. And there will be opportunities that are going to come in that's like your saving grace. You're going to feel like there's a lot of pressure on your back, a lot of pressure on your shoulders to fulfill certain dreams, certain things that you need to do. But at the same time, it's all going to unravel and unfold in a way that it should. You want to try and control things, you're trying to manipulate things, you're trying to make things in your own way. And this is simply not going to happen. It will happen in a way that it is meant to happen, in a way that it has been planned, in a way that is meant to free you from your limitations and free you from what has been blocking you from the last few months. This week is about you seeing opportunities and other avenues and knowing that there are other choices, that other things you didn't see before now come available. It is now knowing what is right and what is wrong. It is about you and your own morals and where you're going to feel more insecure than yourself. We ask you that you question everything and that you not worry about things so much, and that you let things go and let it just unfold and work out as they should. In the long run, you'll feel much better about things, and you'll see we have your back. Whether you're going through something that's really difficult or something that's very light, we have your back. We know that you can do this. We know that you've done it before and you do it again. So, this week, I am available for readings. So on the 20th, I'll be in Chaos to Calm at Central Coast. So if you want a reading with me face to face up Central Coast Way, you can at the shop. You book through their website. I've also am available for online readings as well this week too. I have some availability. On July, we've got Flamingos Live, which is a dinner and show event, which is basically a 3-course meal, and we have 4 of us that roam around and give you a reading. You're not guaranteed a reading, but you're guaranteed every table to be visited by someone. And that's in July. And then I have the cruise on, which is in January 2027. So I've got a couple of cabins left for that one. I have started doing more videos. So I did one on Charles. I'll be doing this weekend. I'll be looking at doing William and his family, and Harry and Meghan. And I will be starting doing my true crime videos. I'm going to start doing some cases, which will be interesting as well. I think that is just about it. If you have any videos you want me to cover, please put them in the comment section and I will look at them when I can. And let's just see what happens this week. So, got some positive things that are going to happen this week. Let it all unfold. Let it see what happens. And we'll come back next week and, see what's going to happen next week with the planets. But anyways, thank you for your likes, shares, and your comments. And I'll see you for my next video. So, bye for now.